Hi, today, well, I guess I should start. My name is Jane. Gotta figure out, I'm filming this on my phone. I can't keep staring at myself. My name is Jane. I'm 15. I'm gonna review books, on this channel. Today I'll be reviewing the Leviathan Series by Scott Westerfeld. I don't have the book with me to show you the amazing, incredible covers because I had to return it to my school library. Where to begin? So, okay, first, I've been getting a lot of people telling me that they can't get into these books, which honestly, it was the exact opposite for me. It pulled me in within the first 5 pages. I mean, oh wait, okay, first of all, I'm going to say spoilers in this review. Like, if you don't like spoilers, don't watch, or if you haven't read the book, obviously, don't watch, because this, I obviously, sorry, I can't go without spoilers. Just because I want to discuss this book without leaving any crucial parts out. First of all, I just want to say, what is wrong with you people who could not get into it? I mean, even my librarian said, I don't understand. She reads a lot too, and she always reads YA books, and she always knows what to recommend me because she knows my name, my first name. She knows what books I like to read. Right now I'm reading Divergent by Veronica Roth, and I'm reading that on my Kindle. Because I was bored last night and I didn't have anything to read because I finished Goliath. And I didn't have anything else to do, and I couldn't. Yeah. I'm also reading The Maze Runner by James Dashner, and I'm getting, that's pretty interesting so far. I'm on like the 8th page. Why did I say 5th? It's going pretty good so far. I'm on like the 8th page. And I'm like completely pulled in. It's so interesting. But anyway, sorry. I'm about halfway through Divergent, more or less. About 40%. Anyway, sorry. Back to Leviathan. First book, book 1. Let's see what to say, where to start. Oh my gosh, this book was incredible. First of all, I thought both stories were incredibly imaginative. It's about, okay, I'll do a quick summary as good as I can do. Aleksandar Ferdinand is the son of, and this all takes place during World War I, is the son of Franz Ferdinand and his wife, obviously. And in the beginning of the book, we learn that his parents have just been assassinated. And, did I say that right? Assassinated. Assassinated? Is that a right word? It doesn't sound right. Anyway. They go, Alec has taken a Melanite, and he's taken out of the country, which is Austro-Hungary back then, before the war started, and he learns that he has to remain hidden because apparently Germans are after him. And then you get Deryn, who is a girl disguised as a boy. Her male name is Dylan, which I thought was imaginative, being Deryn than Dylan. I don't know, that was cool. And Deryn somehow gets past. I wouldn't ever be able to make myself look or sound like a boy, or at least sound. Maybe right now I do because I have a bad cold, but okay, quick story. I am in drama in the play I'm doing right now. I play a total idiot, and I have to masquerade as a boy for a scene. And I have to talk like this, only I sound like an awful dude. Like, quick, we gotta run. Come on, Louise. Gotta poison this cake. And it's so hard. And we can't get to wear fake mustaches that I'm really excited about. But anyway, I'm getting so off topic. I gotta edit a lot of this out. So they meet. That was a terrible summary. Gotta start over. Alec and Deryn, they somehow meet aboard the ship called the Leviathan. And there are 2 different powers. Clanker powers, which is like, if you know much about the war. I actually was learning about the World War I in history when I started reading this book. And we finished the unit on World War I when I finished the series. I just thought it was awesome. But, Clanker powers, which are like the central powers in World War I. Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire. And then you have the Darwinists. And the Darwinists are like the allies. And the Darwinists have, their war strategy is fabricating machines with animals. Like, creating war weapons with animals. And the Clankers is just, like, a bunch of different industrial machines and, like, steampunk awesomeness. And it's just so good. You need to read this book. But I wanted to cry during Goliath. Oh my goodness. So much. Like, whenever Alec thought Deryn was gonna die, and then, oh my gosh, Nikola Tesla was just an crazy, he was an incredible madman. Like, Scott Westerfeld, props to you. I mean, I don't know much about the real Nikola Tesla, which he is a real person. But I seriously thought his character was very imaginative. All the characters in this book were just amazing. All the characters. I felt like they were real people. And I mean, I know that's really weird, but all their parts played such a good role that, I mean, each of them had such a special role. There were no really small characters. Like, yeah, there were a few, but what's a book without small characters? And Deryn is, like, the coolest person I've ever met. Like, I have a feeling if I were reincarnated into this life, back then, I would have been exactly like her. But I'm not nearly, like, a tomboy, and my hair is stuck in my zipper. And Alec, I just think, is the sweetest character. He's so endearing. He's so charming. I mean, I have many fictional crushes. None of them necessarily healthy, but Alec and Deryn is just, like, the cutest thing. And I mean, it frustrated me so much that no one found out that Deryn was a boy for so long, except for Klopp. I mean, Klopp seems like, well, now that I think about it, he does seem like a perfect bad guy, only he wasn't a bad guy. Or he wasn't supposed to be. I thought he was kind of a jerk, but then Alec found out, which was kind of sad. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was. Alec found out, and of course, Deryn was devastated with that. Then not everyone found out. What am I saying? No, Dr. Barlow found out. Oh, does anyone else want a perspicacious loris? I want one. I want a perspicacious loris for Christmas, for my birthday, which was like 3 weeks ago. But anyway, they're so cool. I mean, you could just say, hey, come here. Okay. Gonna slink up to me in my little squirrel form. And it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. I seriously had to refrain from crying at the end. It was just an incredible, incredible, incredible creative series. I've never heard of any kind of, like, alternate history, steampunk type thing. I mean, alternate history kind of, but that's, like, historical, historical fiction. Not, like, actual important people being replaced. I mean, I'm jealous I hadn't thought of it before. And I don't know. Seriously, at the end, the book was just incredible. Oh my gosh. And in Goliath, when Deryn and Alec are on top of the Leviathan during the, when all the water flooded onto the top, and she kissed him awake. That was so sweet. Oh my gosh, I just loved it. I was so jealous. I mean, it's like, that never happens in real life. And yet, you still imagine it happening, and you still put it in your books. But that's what makes books so awesome. I just don't even know what to say. Like, 2 thumbs up. If I had 3 hands, I would give it 3 thumbs up, but I don't, because I'm only human. gonna give it 10 fingers up. I'm so sad that it's over, though. I mean, I almost cried. I almost legitimately cried. I didn't even cry when Percy Jackson was over. And that was devastating. But I did cry when Harry Potter was over. Oh my gosh, I bawled my eyes out. I bawled my eyes out when I saw Deathly Hallows Part 2. Oh my gosh, it was so sad. Just watching it end. Maggie, what are you doing? Stop licking your feet. That's my dog. I would show her, but that would risk showing the floor. You could still see the floor, and my floor is so dirty. That's my bookcase right there. Right there. Maybe I'll give you guys a tour sometime. That's my really messy dresser, and that's all my stuff. I don't know. I just thought, so sad. I don't even know what to do with myself now, besides read Divergent or The Maze Runner, because The Maze Runner, I'm excited to start reading. I don't want to finish Divergent because I hate reading 2 books at once. Because it always happens. Whenever I get a book from the library, I always forget it compared to whatever I'm reading on my Kindle. But I don't bring my Kindle to school with me. I'm not going to bring my Kindle to school with me. The other day, okay, quick rant. This chick was, like, showing off her Kindle Fire at school. Like, hey, guys, I got a Kindle Fire. Come look at this hot guy I'm talking to. No one cares. I don't like her. Lobster. Anyway. Seriously, though, go read this book. I don't care how you get it. Just read it. Just read it. Seriously. That goes right up there. Let's see. I don't think I've read it. It's only February, like mid-February. But I have not read any good books this year. I've read good books, but I haven't read any books like that this year. Like that series. I haven't read a book like that in a long time. I mean, yeah, there are parts that I kind of zoned out a little. Like, oh, wait, but then I had to go back and read it. I'm like, but it's so good. Why did I do that? Go back, you idiot, and read. And, oh my gosh, the illustrations by Keith Thompson. You're like my hero. Like, I write, and I want to illustrate my books because I draw, too, a lot. And it's just so cool. And then, the style. Did you do a series of unfortunate events, Keith Thompson? I'm asking you. Not that you're going to watch this, but did you? Because they look exactly like anyone who's watching this. Did you, like, who read Series of Unfortunate Events and these books, did you notice that the drawing style was exactly the same as a Series of Unfortunate Events? I mean, that just kind of freaked me out a little bit. It was so cool because A Series of Unfortunate Events was, like, one of my favorite books when I was little. I was, like, 4th grade. I read Harry Potter in 1st grade, so when did I read? Maybe it was 2nd grade when I read those. I don't know. Been a quick reader ever since I was in preschool. I'm so excited for hat day tomorrow, guys. Don't know where that came from. I saw my hat. Go wear this. My Michael Jackson pose. Go read this book. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how else to persuade you, but go read this book. It's incredible. Do it now. Seriously, though. Whenever you finish what you're reading now, go read these. Get them from the library. Or on your Kindle, if you have one. And if you have a Kindle. I don't know where I was going with that. Or if you like to buy books at, like, Barnes & Noble. But the closest Barnes & Noble to my small town is, like, half hour, 45 minutes away. Because I live in freaking Ohio, where nothing ever happens and nothing ever exciting is nearby. We need to open a bookstore down here. Someone open a bookstore with me down here. Down here. It's up here. Freaking Northeast Ohio. Anyway, enough of my random ranting that makes no sense to anyone but myself. Sometimes. I guess comment, subscribe. Can't think of which side it's on. Subscribe. And thumbs up if you're a perspicacious lorist, thumbs down if you're not.